But with us, man of the match, Jordan James from a winning Foxes side this afternoon. How good did that feel?
Yeah, it was massive for us. For the team, we worked really hard this week. We know we haven't been good enough, and today we started so fast. And I think you saw our mindset in the first 15 minutes was to go out there and play what we know we can play. We know we got good players. We know we can hurt teams, and we showed that today.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversation around things probably going on off the pitch around Leicester City. Did any of that noise make its way into the changing room? Could you understand the fans' frustrations?
We don't focus on any of that. We're here to do a job, and that's to win the game. And we did that today. Whatever happens, happens, and we have to deal with it. Until that happens, we just focus on the next game.
Jordan, I've watched a lot of Leicester this season, really enjoyed watching you play. The thing that impresses me most, and we've seen it today, was the timing of your runs into the box or in forward areas. Is that something that this manager has sort of really instilled in you, or have you always had that as just that been a knack?
It's always been something that I've really worked hard on. I look at the game now and I watch a lot of football, and there's not many players that kind of do that. You look at like Frank Lampard, who I sort of growing up watching, and he was unbelievable at it. So it's something that I've always looked at, and the past few games it's worked really well, and today went in.
No, fantastic, well done.
And just off the back of this result, what do you think for now, the ambitions in that squad? What do you guys think in that dressing room that you're capable of doing this season?
We're a really strong group. We're together, and you saw that out there today. We want to get to where we want to get to. I think everyone knows where we want to be. It's a long journey ahead. It's a long season, a lot of games, and hopefully this is a turning point after the last two disappointing results.
Let's take a look at some of your, key influences on the game this afternoon. You got an assist for the first goal. You make that lung-busting run from midfield that you mentioned, but since your time in France and coming back here to Leicester City, it feels like you've made a big physical difference. Yeah. You look bigger, stronger, faster. Do you feel that? Yeah,
it's something that I really had to focus on in France. Over there, it's probably the most physical league that I've seen and I've played in. So for me, I had to get physically better. I had to adapt my game in different ways. And since coming back, it's working well. I feel stronger. I feel, obviously, growing up as well. I'm 21 now. When I was in the Champ, I was a lot younger. I was probably still a kid. I feel really confident at the moment. And it seems like everything I touch is going right, so long may it continue.
Can this be a springboard now for Leicester City? You've got a big week ahead. Bristol City, you've got Ipswich as well to take some confidence into those games?
Yeah, it's massive. We needed it. It really hurt us, that defeat last time out. And look, we've got a big game Tuesday. We'll recover and get ready for it, and hopefully we can put a display out like today.
And just on a personal note very quickly, Wales and the World Cup draw, the possibility of the playoffs as well. Were you watching closely?
Yeah, I was watching it last night. Look, we've got two games that we have to focus on before we get there. So in March, we'll focus on that, hopefully win the two games and then enjoy ourselves at the World Cup.
Marty, congratulations. What a winner and what a start from your side.
Yeah, fantastic score, fantastic result for us, and especially the way we play the first half. I'm very glad for the players and for our fans.
How good is it to be able to come here to a rival and start so fast like you did?
Yeah, I think it was a fantastic first half, and I would say that playing against a good team that is in a very good trend, credit to the players, because I felt that it was perhaps even short, the result at the halftime, that shows the level of performance, and very happy again for the fans who travel here in numbers, and happy to give them these 3 points.
The quality of the passages of play, every single time you went forward, you looked dangerous in that first half. You must be very pleased.
Very pleased, and we spoke about the need in a game like this against a team that is going sometimes in man-to-man situations where they can be very aggressive or stay deep and be very organised. It was important that we had not only the pace on the ball, but the exchange of movements, the counter movements to arrive from second line, and I was so pleased about the way we did in the first half.
You personally were very busy on the sideline in the second half. Game management was spot on.
Yeah, we knew that it could be more nervy in the second half. We knew that perhaps it will be a kind of different first half, but we spoke about the need about not only keeping the clean sheet, but try to as well win this second half. That's why perhaps that's the part that we need to keep improving. But again, today, in a day like this, it's totally normal to understand after the last couple of games that the team could feel a little bit this kind of situation. But I think the reaction, the commitment of the players, that's all that we asked them.
I talked about the bigger picture before the start of the game and how big a win would be for Leicester, but for you as well, I mean, it must be a weight off your shoulders, a really, really emphatic victory.
But this is not about me. This is always about the club and trying to do the best for the club. So we're here to help the players. We're here to help the club, and I'm happy that today we could give 3 points to the fans that were excellent during the whole game.
Well, he says it's not about him, Martí Cifuentes, but Mark, that must be a huge relief, a huge pressure off his shoulders.
Yeah, and I feel like he's done that throughout the season. When I feel like he's had a tough couple of results and the pressure has been on him, he's pulled something out. He's done it again today after the last two results, and he's come here today and he's decided to put on a big performance. And he works hard. You can see that from the outside, that he works hard to try and get his team playing and how he wants to play and put his identity on the team. And you can see it in spells. We've seen it in the first half today, and we just need to see more of that going forward.
And for his opposite number this afternoon, John Eustace and Derby County, a few defeats of late now. They'll want to make sure that doesn't turn into something bigger that sees them slide down the table.
For sure, yeah. I think you've got to put it in context. Over the last kind of 8 or 9 games, they have had a very good run. I know a couple of defeats have crept in over the last few, but I think if he's taken that as a whole, I think he'd be fairly satisfied. But he'll be asking questions of his team for that first half, I would imagine. And I would say that he's not going to be too kind in his analysis with them, and he should be telling them what he expects moving forward, because for a big game like that and a big opportunity, they needed to be showing much more in that first half.